Hello my dear friends. If you're a die-hard fan of One Punch Man, then you've gotta know about the strongest man on Earth, King. But hey, have you ever wondered what this dude has been up to in the webcomic? Well, hold on to your seats because I've got a video that's gonna blow your socks off. It's gonna totally revolutionize the way you see King and maybe even send a shiver down your spine. Trust me, it's gonna be epic. So, this Kingachad arc begins in chapter 109 when Mr. Atomic Samurai accidentally crosses paths with our Mr. Strongest. It all starts when Atomic Samurai and his students decide to treat themselves to some sushi. But to their surprise, they witness a person devouring everything they ordered, even including Atomic Samurai's beloved fatty tuna. But upon closer inspection, Atomic Samurai realizes that this ordinary-looking civilian is none other than our legendary Kingachad himself. Atomic Samurai finds himself elated after witnessing Mr. Strongest at the restaurant and decides to challenge him to a fight. However, before he can utter another word, they realize that King's engine is roaring and he is prepared to engage in combat. Despite his foolishness, Atomic Samurai asked King to step outside for the fight. But before King could even respond, he was suddenly choked by a shock, revealing that Atomic Samurai had gravely underestimated. This unexpected turn of event caused Atomic Samurai's nut to travel up to his head, prompting him to swing his sword in a stylish manner and cut an apple into multiple pieces without seeking permission. These things made Mr. King mad, and he immediately went outside to fight. However, Atomic Samurai stood in his attacking style while King San stood in an opening with no opening style. But before Atomic Samurai could swing his sword like a pro, King roared loudly and said, "Let's stop this because today is Tuesday." After pointing to Atomic Samurai's #1 student and declaring he instinctively felt it, King started walking on his way. However, Atomic Samurai stopped him once again and asked, "What does he mean?" This caused Kingachad to turn into a chemistry Chad and explain that the atmosphere contains 8 parts of nitrogen, 2 parts of oxygen, and other elements. But many people don't know that it also possesses a little bit of Angewatson, and when it reacts with bonylazon, it produces radiation. And since last Tuesday was a full moon, today is noon, and it will have dual squadification. And those guys who are often sensitive have already picked up on it, and it's called the Dolzenabring reaction. After saying this, King begins to walk, but Atomic Samurai stops him again, causing King to roar once more and say that he doesn't want any thoughtless casualties. But Atomic Samurai still tries to stop him and challenge him to an apple. He says that if he sees anyone cutting anything, he will learn that person's living style and everything. King accepted the challenge and grasped the katana. But after holding it for 2 minutes, he gently placed it down, stood up, and began to walk away. Everyone was left in a state of shock, unable to comprehend what had just transpired, except for Atomic Samurai. Because he had witnessed something unprecedented in his entire life, something he had never seen before. Simply, he saw nothing. Yes, you heard that right. Atomic Samurai realized that King's sword swing was so swift that his eyes couldn't capture it, and the cut portion of the apple miraculously rejoined as the sword had effortlessly passed through the minute gaps between the cells. As he reminisced about King's claim of being a novice with the sword, Atomic Samurai burst into boisterous laughter and asked his students if they were ready to embark on even more rigorous training. Meanwhile, King headed to the store to purchase stomach medicine before finally making his way to his home. The next day, when Silver Fang was busy clipping his toenails, Charanko comes running, exclaiming that a guest is coming to meet him. But before Charanko can reveal the guest's identity, King suddenly appears out of nowhere, leaving Silver Fang and Charanko utterly shocked. King approaches Silver Fang with a serious expression, informing him that he has come to discuss something of great importance. However, Silver Fang, determined to ignore him, claims that he is done with the Hero Association. But then, King utters the earth-shattering code words, ISSTR stronger. These godly words are laden with such significance, meaning that Silver Fang's puny brain struggles to comprehend them. So, King takes matters into his own hands and directly says, "Please make me stronger." Even after hearing this, Silver Fang's mind still cannot process it. On the other hand, King's engine roars so loudly, signaling that he's ready to kill if he doesn't receive a satisfying answer. After contemplating for a while, Silver Fang tells him that it's a waste of time. The flowing water technique is actually a self-defense technique designed for weak people. He advises King to seek out his older brother, Bomb, and learn the master arts from him. But when King meets Bomb, he's promptly redirected him to another master artist, who then sends him to yet another. This cycle continues because everyone terrified to train him. But finally, someone reveals that there's a master who can teach those guys who has already reached their limit but still wants to become even stronger. King finally arrives at this master's place, and sees a person sitting calmly, not even flinching at King's engine. King becomes ecstatic and rushes towards him. However, upon closer inspection, he realizes that the person is actually a skeleton meditating. Disappointed by all of this, King returns to Saitama's house and unleashes all his anger on him by beating him ruthlessly. So, the Kingachad arc ends with Flashy Flash coming to Saitama's house to discuss something important, but Saitama completely ignores him like he's invisible. So, hope you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in next one.